can guarantee you've never heard a story of an adventuring party like mine before. This story is filled to the brim with mysteries, wanderlust, intrigue, very questionable deeds, impromptu experiences, violence, love, magic, and of course, luck. Lady Luck was always tilted in our favor, even when things were dire. This is a story of how the world learned of our name.
Two. Wow.
Now?
Mm-hmm.
How about now?
Now.
Welcome in, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Girls Run These Worlds. Welcome to Roll for Luck. Wednesday. How are y'all? I hope you're great. Touch your tips. Thank you for coming to say hey to us. Don't look at me like that. We're in for another wonderful show tonight. Thanks for stopping by for Girls Run These Worlds. Roll for Luck Wednesday. Let's go around the table, see who we got and who they're playing tonight. Starting with Ava.
Hello, my darlings and dears. It's your mother, Ava, here. I play Samir, the Aragonasi, Oath of Fate Paladin. She, her pronouns for both of us. I'm in danger.
She'll be fine.
No.
Bree.
Oh, I am Bree. I will hopefully always be Bree, but who knows? I certainly don't. I use she, they pronouns. I play Nina, Nightskin, Pisces variant, Tempest cleric. She also uses she, they pronouns. And I'm just over here, trying to win the affections of my only parental figure. And that's me.
I mean, you just gotta try harder. Grandma's hard to please, truly. DK.
Hi, hello. I am in fact DK, or at Abadarlings on Twitter, and today I will be Sir Dizzy Morgaine, who is a Feywild Water Genasi full of secrets. That's why her hair is so big.
So does that mean if we wring your hair, secrets fall? Mo.
Yes.
Hey gang, it's Mo. My hair's not pink, but I'm also full of secrets. Pronouns are she, they. I'm playing Maple and Meso this evening. Pronouns also she, they. Fighter, barbarian, support Dembo. Welcome to the stream.
We love a support Thimbo. And then, hey, it's me. I am Ryu. I am variety streamer here on the interwebs on Twitch, and I do a whole bunch of stuff for Girls Run These Worlds. And I'm also the Chaos Mistress, Mr. X person, Limbo for Roll for Luck. Who? I'm trying to think if there's anything that I can think of at the top that we need to tell your friends to come in and give us subs. Who would like to do the recap of last week for double inspo?
We have so many inspos from last week too that rolled over, don't we?
You say so many, but I feel like there's only like 5.
It's a few.
I would do it. I truly don't remember what happened last week. So, maybe not me.
Now, if I do it,
I can try. It's just been so long since I've done recaps, so I'm just a bit nervous. Last we left off, our party left the Battle of the Bands concert grounds to make our way back to the inn that we were all staying at. We went through the evidence, went through the concerns, and came to the somewhat shaken conclusion that there are multiple groups involved, and maybe one of these groups is trying to blame another group. Still kind of up in the air. It's vague, but as far as we know, Kiance is still alive and relatively fine wherever she is. But it has run quite late, so maybe give this a pause. And many of us split off to our own adventures. Maple and Lucky went back to the grounds to assist in the cleanup effort. Dizzy went to go meet with their group. Samir finally succumbing to those family obligations. And Nina just kind of bounced. Don't know what she was doing. Who knows? We end the day with Samir meeting with her mother, telling her the revelations of her father, Samir's father, and then meeting with that wonderful grandmother that we know and love, finding out Samir may be engaged again, and now she cannot leave the house. It's time for dinner.
Again?
Oh yeah, Maple doesn't know about that whole thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Clearly not worrying. I've never worried a day in my life.
Certainly not the first time Grandma's just said, "Oh yeah, no, you're not leaving. Thanks."
Oh god.
Here's a new person to marry, and you can't leave right now.
Yeah, yeah. It was took you too long to come back home, and now you're here. Thank you for that
But I
recap.
came back.
Double inspo. For sure. Trying to think of the best place to actually start off, and I think the best place to actually start off is going to be with Nina on the other side of the door. Yeah, you.
Great.
On the other side of the door after hearing wait, I just realized that you just said you don't remember a lot of what happened. Does that mean
I talked to Grandma. I know I
You did.
rolled, and I
Mhm.
think I passed. Actually, no, I don't know if you told me if I passed or not.
I didn't tell you.
Okay. So, well, I heard the whole I was chilling there, and I heard the conversation,
Right.
and that's where that left off. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So with to the best of your remembrance, in the conversation was had freely enough to catch most, if not all of it, from the other side of this opening of the office. And you're on the other side of the door. What would you like to do now?
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave. There's no reason for me to stay, so I'm just gonna go.
Okay. Where are you planning to head off? Because it is again kind of late in the day or late in the night itself, like close
Now,
if not dinner time. So
I have a question. Okay, so we got a lot of lore stuff, and I
Yes,
want to
go
make
on.
sure I understand what happened
Okay.
before. So there's the trappers, the assassin group, and I forget what the third one is called.
The the
Right,
trappers,
exactly. I don't know.
the trappers, merc group,
Piercers.
the piercers, the thieves guild,
Piercers.
the last sips, the assassin guild.
Okay, so
Oh, pointers. My bad. Piercers was the family I'm getting engaged to.
Piercer was a
So-
family.
Pointers.
so the pointers, the okay, I
Trappers.
got it. Trappers,
Uh-huh.
and then the last sips. So basically, from the information that we gathered, the trappers were the people who were like hired for the distraction, or like the people that we were fucking around with that we accidentally killed. Whatever, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And then we go in the Beyonce's room. We see is the letter from the pointers or the last sips, or like was it like, I know at some point we were able to deduce that the last sips like messaging or like symbol or whatever, it
Mhm.
looks like it was actually forged by another group,
Yes.
which I'm assuming we don't know for sure, but I think it's the pointers, me personally, but I don't think we crossed the bridge of knowing for sure who
You
would have done
haven't-
that.
You have not crossed the bridge of knowing for sure. However, you do. The reason that Samir went to the grandmother specifically is because Samir had seen a symbol that you later found out through some deduction shenanigans that you thought it was the grandmother's, but it was off a little. It wasn't exactly that same.
Mm-hmm. So I guess where I'm lost is, where do the pointers come in? Did they write the note? Because I thought the last sips were at the note. Okay, cool. So we just know that the pointers are involved somehow.
We know that there has been some instances where pointers have crossed over to the assassin guilds. Not that often, but it does happen on occasion. So that's why they were kind of the conversation.
You also uncovered information, I think, from the person you not deafened, silenced, slapped and silenced for a little bit. That the person that was asking all kinds of questions from the people behind stage had a symbol of the pointers.
Had the symbols of the pointers. That's how we got there. Okay.
Yeah.
So I would like to argue, and I can roll for this if needed.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that I either have connections in the last sips or the pointers, maybe.
I would imagine that you have more connection to the pointers, and if I'm not mistaken, from your
do not
from
like
your yeah. The other ones for sure, just like maybe not your bag. But yeah, you for sure have connections with the pointers.
Bet. I want to try to hit up one of my connections in the pointers. Like, I want to try to go to the seedy underbelly of the town or whatever and look for somebody that I'm, like, at least on decent rapport with. The better rapport, the better, honestly. But, like, I want to be on at least on decent terms. Like, I want to, like, be able to, we see each other in the streets and we go, respect or whatever, you know?
Okay. Okay. So, if you're heading back out, I think you kind of know where their hangouts are, where some of the people you would be able to find some jobs, or at least, the very least, you know, some info brokers that deal with the pointers from time to time. You're in. You know what? I need a luck roll.
Ah, dang it. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna go low.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's so slow. D&D and beyond, what's happening? What's going on?
Did it.
Keely, do you have Hold on.
Straight up calling out their partner.
I'm so sorry.
Were you about to say, do you have dial-up?
Holy crap. I got 82, so that's a no dice. Whoops, hold on, let me mute.
You said, turn your dial-up up. That's great. We will get back to that role in a hot second, because
T-Black.
That is wild.
But on brand.
On brand, fully, for sure. Okay, so with I'm gonna move the camera off to Maple. To say that the repair efforts aren't going well is an understatement. How
dare you?
I'm going off of the rolls from last week.
Yeah, I know. I was
hoping that I would forget Nar.
Don't mind me and my gaslighting. Sorry. Continue.
Can't gaslight if I wrote it down. Okay, so
damn.
They aren't going wonderfully, but it's only because of the way in which you're going by helping, which is more of a pushy, move out of the way, I'm here to help. There's literally nothing you can say. Now, I want to say it's not you doing it. It's Lucky doing it. It's Lucky doing most of that.
Maple's a follower. I know.
She's not even here. I'm telling Ash on you.
Go Go ahead. It's mostly Lucky at the forefront of either we're here to help and there's literally nothing you're going to do about it or else. But you are, that's the personal part of it. The actual repair part, aces on.
Mm.
Can you roll? Can you roll a perception check for me?
Sure, I can. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6.
Uh-huh. 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 Cool. Um, it is getting well past, late dinner time. Um, about how long did you want to stick around to try to help smooth things over and repair?
Honestly, I was planning on just doing it for long enough where like maybe others would start to join in to like speed along the process because
Yeah.
like with two of us helping like all night project, but with like showing others that like hey, strangers that aren't even involved are, we were never involved in any of this, wink. Wasn't our fault at all. We're in there, we're helping, we're fixing it up so that there can be some semblance of at least like a get together for everybody. Everybody's priority drinking and like having a good mutual time in the square. But at least the stage can be used again and like the chairs aren't all messed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping that it just kind of like word travels kind of a situation. So
Yeah. Longest. It's the longest smooth over specifically because of Lucky's abrasiveness
fair.
and get down to business kind of wonderfulness. But word does get around, the party starts to slide and move closer to where it was supposed to be in the first place. Nobody gets on stage for the rest of the night, like to actually perform. It's just a block party that starts from the inn, heads to the square, and hits the stage area of it's you widened it to where all the musicians were in the square at one point to where there you could just walk down and it's kind of like a music festival every now and again music starts to blend instead of it all just being in one area.
Mm.
So you for sure have had um, stories and crazy questions about what was the point of the fighting and all this other stuff, wild stories that aren't true because you were actually involved in it that
Mhm.
just have built through like wildfire between the inn and now. Drinks, having a good time are shared. People are still worried, but as long as nothing happens again, the night is yours, open, and you have a pretty good time. All right, well, you know what? You tell me.
Maple will first make sure that the horses are involved in the block party.
Wow. Okay.
Leading them one by one if she has to into the festivities. Passing out sugar cubes, just kind of make it nice with the group, that this is my long game, by the way, to have an inner circle of horses to tell me secrets.
I'm so mad that I'm gonna have to write this. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the horse's name was Friday. All right, great. So I will say too, just to like support those who may have like lost out financially from what we did, Maple will gather a small stack of shirts from like various places just to try to support some of the local folks that like worked pretty hard to get their like band names out there, and Maple will cycle through them as the night goes on, like every hour or so, just like changing shirts, repping a different band, making like she would probably have commandeered the band to like make her like a note card so she could like tell people about them, like just like free marketing, you know what I mean? Just like going around like they don't
Maple
get to
is a
perform,
walking
but, like,
billboard.
people are gonna see you when you perform next time, you know what I mean? So like
I love this so much.
community service. That's what we're doing.
Can you roll a luck check for me, please?
I would love to. I haven't gotten through one of these in a minute. 57.
You didn't say high or low.
I was supposed to. You know what? I'm gonna say high because 57's pretty middle of the road. So we'll see. 60. Look at that.
All right. Hold, please.
I'm so used to you saying roll for luck, and that's how my brain is prompted to say high or low. But you said make a luck check, so my brain didn't make that connection.
So sorry. I didn't have a roll credits moment. If you could add 30 silver pieces to your pot. Because at some point, some people have just been like, you have argued with a handful of people about, no, buddy, I don't need any of your money. I'm just trying to help and do this, blah, blah, blah. You haven't noticed that people have been handing you change or putting something in your pocket or having a cup of something and just like, oh, hey, we'll go refill this. And you just end up with 30 silver pieces by the end of the night.
That's exciting. Thank you. Out of my 20 gold that I had, how much would you say I spent on shirts? Just curious.
We'll say there were 10 bands. So
Okay.
10 gold.
Okay. Thank you. I'm trying to be honest. I don't want to be hoarding wealth over here.
Imagine.
I know with me and my 20 gold, I'm rolling in it, you know?
Imagine what you could have had. Next time you're short 10 gold. So with that, I'm going to spin the camera further away over to Dizzy. Dizzy.
Yes.
It is getting darker. A little past actual dinner time. How are you getting in touch and with whom?
I think I will go to the apothecary shop.
Okay. Where did I put? There it is. Don't mind me. Misplacing all. Hello? Hold, please. Hi. Ain't no way. Boom, boom.
A very real DM moment, everyone.
Yeah. Listen, I was looking right at it like a fool. Anyway, so.
That wind up squint, if you could do that again at some point.
Physical zoom in.
Yeah. Zoom and enhance. I could do it via the keyboard, but who does that? Yes, the apothecary. Boop, boop, and you are. Okay. About what, if I may ask, what would be the best location for this apothecary in the city? Is it on the outskirts? Is it further in? Is it closer to the mage schools? Closer to the upper echelon? Where would the best place?
I would say it's sort of between the mage schools and the upper echelon. It's where the rich kids go to school.
Yeah. So that means you'd be heading up closer to where?
Just taking a little walk.
It's definitely after dinner time by the time you get there. This is an apothecary that is Well, it specializes in longevity more so than anything else. Um, but it is one of the nicer places in the area, and Apothecary doesn't really make the name spark. What does it look like on the outside?
It is kind of a strangely shaped building. It's got a one big, sort of very strongly eaved roof that's asymmetrical to the rest of the building. Um, all of the wood is black. It's all very sleek, not quite wet looking, but it all sort of looks fresh no matter when you pass by the shop. The windows are glass, but seem to have some kind of magical filter on them. So the light that comes through is diffuse and kind of foggy and amber, so you can't really see what's happening inside. There are flower boxes outside that are filled with unusual flowers, definitely not ones that are native to Kiss. And there is a large willow tree that's growing over kind of the lower part of the roof.
Um, this willow tree has a seating area outside of it, and that is exactly where you see a fairly tall, white skinned ASMR sitting and reading and sipping something on the outside of it. Can you roll a perception check for me?
Can if I get all this junk out of my dice tray. One sec. Ooh. That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. With a dirty 20, you can see they for sure look um like relaxed and just reading, but they are fully on high guard. They're also leaning a little to the left.
As I approach, before I approach, as I'm like walking up to the shop, in like a dark spot, alley or something on the approach, I'm gonna switch out of Lady Malatesta because I've revealed myself as a knight in this one. So I'm going to switch into Lady Nautica Vale. So my outfit goes from kind of a formal dress to more of a sort of pirate buccaneer style outfit. It's a deep sort of blue purple tailcoat with lots of ruffles in the front. I have a tricorn with a small veil on it. And a large rapier at my side that is still my regular weapon, Rakentus. And then I will approach and I will say, drinking on the job, Oleanda.
They turn around. She turns around with the eyes, um, pink eyes, as they. Drinking on the job is one thing. This is, well, something to help get rid of the pain of things.
And I will walk closer and kind of take a seat in the negative space where he's leaning away, and sort of just look at him closely and say, and how are you feeling? It's been a while since I've seen you.
Not so wonderful as I wish I could tell you. And they kind of move their hand, and you can tell that they are kind of nursing a bit of a wound on their right side.
Can I roll a medicine check to see how bad the wound is?
Yes, please do.
That's a 14.
With a 14, the area, once they lift their shirt, the area that he shows you is there are spider veins coming from the actual opening, but you know that they are very good at what they do. So the veins have stopped growing and stretching, and the opening is just covered in healing salves. And what they're sipping on seems to be one of their favorite concoctions, which is a healing potion mixed with a bit of something extra.
In a very not so much maternal as almost older sisterly manner, I will lean in kind of very close, put the back of my hand to their forehead, and lean in so I'm right next to their ear and say, "What happened? Is everybody okay?"
As far as I know, everybody should be okay. I think they went to the Battle of the Bands. Um, I don't know if I got fully made, but it was a bit of an ambush.
I'll leave you alone for 5 minutes.
I
Where
always
is?
stop to help, so I think I think they knew how to get to me. But all I can do is no house calls for a while.
Please, for my sake.
Yeah.
Well, I did find out a couple of things. It's the trappers and the pointers and the last sips. They're all involved somehow, and we're not entirely sure who is the aggressor, I guess, who was the instigator, but they all seem to want a piece of whatever's going on.
Okay. Okay. That would be unprecedented. All three of them working together.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Has anyone else been attacked or anything that you know of?
Not to my knowledge. I did sort
No.
of split off from the group that I was with so I could come check on you and see if I could rendezvous with any of the others, but um nobody seems like they were seriously injured as far as I could see while I was there. It doesn't look like I don't think anybody there was the target. I think maybe we were just a complication.
Mm. Hmm. Well, I think it was. If I know better, usually I do. The ones that hit me were the pointers. So take that as you will. It seemed like regular old hit and run robbery, but I was there. Certainly not my normal route, so I don't know.
You think they knew
I don't
you were
know.
coming?
Who would attack me? And he kind of just ruffles the red tip feathers, like,
You're literally so nice. You're like the nicest person in town.
That's what I said.
Well, I'm glad to see you mostly in one piece with everything more or less still inside of you. Uh, do something about the poison, though,
Don't
ideally.
make me laugh. And I already did. Yeah, I already did.
Um, I just have kind of a hinky feeling. I don't love that all three groups are, if not working together, involved. You wouldn't have anything in the shop in case one of us gets got, would you?
Gets got, or just get?
All of the above. Slightly got, lots of got, all the got.
You gotta stop making me laugh. Come on. And she gets up and starts walking towards the apothecary. Um,
I will slide my arm under hers in that very Regency fashion, as if I'm just kind of gently supporting a friend into the building,
Yeah.
just so I don't have to keep being English.
Okay. I love that. Yeah. And you head inside to, there's an obvious stock of goods in the back room for just such occasions for future missions that you and your unit have to go through from time to time. Not this. um, I will send you what you might end up with.
Ooh, okay. Secrets.
So the camera shifts again to Samir. Samir.
Ash is in the.
I see that.
Hi, Ash. I love you, Ash.
So you are in the office. Your grandmother is. Let me ask you: when your grandmother asked for about the second time, about the in information, so that she can send notice to your compatriots, do you give
No.
that? No. Okay. Except Ryu, hello. um. Okay.
I think she's gonna try to like her best to make an excuse of, um, this has been such a lovely chat, and I gave you all the information I could on my travels. I don't know if you noticed this. I have not had like a good warm bath in several weeks. And I would love to do that, especially if we're going to have a nice family dinner. I want to be presentable for you and for mother and for Bubba.
Of
I can
course.
see the snarl. I can see the snarl when I walked in because I do not look presentable, as you said.
You don't, but that's beside the point. It's. I understand Explorer's uniform of extra. So, in
Oh,
short,
thank you. I'm going to go now.
no, not just
Yes,
quite
I.
yet. Not quite yet.
Standing up.
I just
Starting to walk.
listen.
I'm listening as I'm walking. Respectfully.
Respectfully, I will need you to tell me where you want me to send this information. Otherwise, I won't.
You could just let me get them.
Absolutely not.
What? You're not going to give the opportunity of having someone like escort me?
Escort you out and back here?
Duh. You also do realize I have to report to my temple, so I kind of have to leave eventually. Kothis is not a wrathful goddess, but she does hold her promises to a very high standard, and I do not want to disappoint the god of my oath. So,
Of course. That is one way of looking at it. The I just need you to I need you to respect and understand that I am trying to protect you and this family for reasons I cannot disclose. If you have friends that you want to come in and help with that, particular protection, then I can send information to do that for in the morning. But
My
I
thing,
really need you to stay here.
but my thing is the thing I have to do. I don't think is involving what vague thing that you are not telling me, so they don't have to be involved. Because again, you not telling me has not made it concrete if the thing I need to do is overlapping with the thing you are not telling me about.
Oh no, they have nothing to do with it, but I assume that you will be more comfortable with your friends here as opposed to you being completely separated from them for the foreseeable future while things here are being handled.
What things are being
I
I'm
can't tell
very
you those things if you are just going to run away again.
first, it was not running away. It was me doing my job. Running away and doing your job are very separate things.
I would like to agree with that, as I have a job and an obligation to this family.
We're going to just keep talking in circles.
It seems that way.
It has been a very long day. I would like to clean up for dinner and then head to bed if possible. Am I allowed to do that at the very least?
We can get dinner together, no problem. Um, yes.
I curtsy as I walk out backwards. Thank you for your leniency.
um, she says something under her breath as you walk out.
As soon as I leave, I'm going to power walk to my mother.
Okay.
Mother,
Yes.
mother.
Mother has shifted from the store study area.
Mhm.
I believe that's where she was. Closer to the dining area as um, just kind of walking around and like kind of just catching people as they walk by with little things that they are bringing out for dinner. Just picking up things from time to time. Um, Obviously holding something in her pocket, but you don't know what.
Gonna just grab her and move her to the study again.
Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, all right, all right. What? What?
Closes the door. In primordial, she has me under house arrest. She wants to know my friends, and I don't want her to know.
You don't want her to know your friends?
The last time, at least from my knowledge, people she does not like, the, the thing I gave you, that happened, allegedly.
You are correct. Allegedly. So, the
Are there secret ways of getting out here? Can I send messages? Are you able to maybe send a message for me? I really don't want her to know. I'd rather just leave. Also, really? Another diamond? Another one?
again, you might actually like this one. This one is exploratory, although there are rumors of
Of what? What type of rumors? Because I've also heard things on my travels about the diamonds.
it's
People know.
also it's well wait, what are the rumors you heard?
I've heard a couple of things about some of the other fellows that I was introduced to being involved with nefarious things I do not wish to talk about right now.
Well, luckily this one isn't well, the rumors that I heard is aren't nefarious. It just seems like they are the people to go to when you need information. about, locations and magical things.
Shit, that may actually be helpful for someone I know. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. I was planning on trying to meet up with them in the morning. I really, really, really don't want them to like try to come here finding me. I think Dizzy knows where I live, so she probably would know if I'm
Yeah.
not there, where I'm being held. I don't want I don't want to have to come to that. Some of them are rambunctious.
Rambunctious. That's a descriptor.
You remember what was that person's name? Not Bone. Rain. You remember Rain from Copeland, the former
Yes.
Oracle?
Yes.
Think similar her personality, but in the form of a tabaxi. You know, the punch first, ask questions maybe type
Oh,
of
that's
questions.
not great. That's
She wants to have tea with her. With her. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Point is, I don't want. No. No. And I still have to report back. I don't want to. I don't want to give Grandma that information.
um your mother comes closer and just kind of holds your hand and it's just like, listen, I understand there's a lot going on outside of these walls. Um, your grandmother, she's going to push for things in the worst way, but they end up being the right thing for the family. She hasn't really told me a whole lot, regardless of my amount of discussion. But yes, as far as I know, the reason for the house arrest is something has come up against the family, and we kind of have to make some fixes. Um,
What what things?
a few threats, but
Like against you or her? Who?
the family name, the name itself.
Okay. See, telling me that would make me more willing to participate, but she just said it's for the best. I cannot tell you.
Her protection is not always informative, unfortunately.
I realize that.
It's either do as I say or do as I say, you know.
But I was already even telling her. I already have to stay for a bit because we need to have an audience with the queen, and apparently there's gonna be a masquerade ball. So I guess we're staying for that. I have a friend who's trying to get information on things. We're staying for that. The thing that happened with the Battle of the Bands, want to stay for that. There's several things that require me to stay for a time. It's not like I'm going to disappear into the mountains tomorrow morning.
That was very specific, but
It
that's
was
not.
come to mind.
I know. It's her wanting to protect you within the walls. We can protect our home. We can protect our space. We can protect our name here. I know. With the knowledge of what you bring, and she pats her pocket. I do want to take care of some things, but here is where I need to be right now. I would like it more if you were here too, but I know that there is a laundry list of things that you're trying to protect out there.
Are you able to at least send a message to Dizzy and let her know I may be held up for a bit?
Yes, I can get a message sent. What would you like the message to say?
Try your best to not have everyone come here. Grandmother's insistent on meeting everyone. Some complications have arisen. I may not be able to make it back tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Damn this.
All right. She writes.
I lived with wares and fae for half my life.
I was there too.
Yes.
I think I
See?
don't know how to do things outside of the scope of being a lady.
I fought a tiger with backwards hands.
You fought a Rakshasa.
That was the thing that held the guardian. Wait, you know what that is?
Do I so where do you think you got your
Okay,
you know
hold
what?
up.
I rephrase that. Never mind. It was probably not for me.
I
It
want
probably
to
wasn't for
know
me.
so much. I'm gonna take a bath. We're having dinner before
Yes.
bed. I want to hear stories.
I don't think
Please,
oh,
please, 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 please. At
oh.
least some of the, not the raunchy ones. Just adventuring ones. It's fine. It's fine.
We'll see. Go. Don't forget to say hello to your grandfather.
I'll do that now before I go. Thank you.
Well, he'll be at dinner, but
I'll make a like a detour to say hello before cleaning and then dinner. Just to let him know that I'm here, even though I'm sure he heard me not yell, but stern talk with grandmother dearest.
of course. Go.
Thank you. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
You head up the stairs back to what is your room? A few doors, well, a corridor actually away, um, is going to be the area that your grandparents sleep, rest, and do their business, particularly. You can hear that your grandfather is, as you come around, in what can only be described as the largest in home library.
Bitches love libraries.
Bitches love libraries. Um, as you walk in, and he is grumbling about something and a couple of books and putting things back, and in an instant, as he's putting a book back, turns around and hold please. You see an older, and even though um, high elves tend to a dark skinned high elf that is aged further than normal, but still with the large ears, a mustache to goatee, large bushy eyebrows, and a strong, semi strong for an older high elf. Turns around, Nimbus. It's been so long. Come here. Come here.
Hi, Baba. Sorry, I did not make my way to see before seeing grandmother, but she was expecting.
I know. I She has her ways, and she's always been good at what she does. Maybe not good about going about it, but
Yes, like house arrest.
yeah, she told you about that, huh?
Yes, yes, she did.
Mm. Ever since the robbery, quote unquote, she's been on high guard lately. So,
Hmm. She didn't give me much detail, but
oh,
was word of threats. You already said robbery, and mother already said there were threats. You might as well come clean.
in my old age, words just slip sometimes.
I will not say anything. I'm the daughter of a bard. I know how to keep a good poker face.
Some things had to be. Come sit down, darling.
Oh no.
Just
She said, I'm so sorry if I'm dirty. I wanted to say hello before bathing.
uh, it's beside the point. And nobody. Well, I don't. I certainly don't care. And also, you need to tell me about your adventures out in the wondrous world. I would love to hear more of all the things that I know that you're doing out there. Great. But before, maybe I should.
What happened?
Do you remember when things didn't look so great for me a few years ago?
It was my first time meeting you. It's hard to forget.
Were you ever told how I was able to make my recovery?
Not really. I just, we noticed it was slow and gradual, so I thought you were just able to make a good turnaround.
It wasn't exactly as slow and gradual as you may have noticed or seen. There were some things that had to be done under the family name specifically to help me along, whether I asked for it or not. And your grandmother supplied the means to an end. Me being able to be a little more spry and here for longer. Some people are calling back those favors and threatening the name in the process. And when your grandmother didn't initially pay up, your grandmother was attacked. But I don't know by who, and I'm pretty certain they are not around anymore.
Yeah. She has her ways.
Yeah. This was a few months ago.
Why didn't Mother try to reach out to me sooner? She knows the stopping points I take.
Originally, it's because I asked her to let you stay out there. I assumed it would be safer for you away from the city. But some things have been put into motion. And you needed to come back home.
I want you to answer me truthfully for something. I'm not used for a bargaining or a trading thing, correct? Because the insistence of these marriage proposals feel a bit like, we heal your husband, give us a bride.
I don't think it's that straightforward, but it's certainly, well, no, not a bargaining chip. You are still able to make the decision, final decision. But the decision has to be put in front of you in such a way.
Under house arrest.
Under protection.
Mm, sounds like house arrest.
Tomato, potato, yes.
Can you at the very least, maybe try to convince her that I can still walk around Kiss? I have things I need to do, and I understand it's for my well-being and for the good of the family, but I can't be doing all this stuff with her being in the business of things. There are some things that need to be kept private. Like Temple's business, you that one of those things.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Some things have happened at the Copeland branch that needs to be discussed in private. I can't have her know anything about most things about that. The people I'm working with, I'd rather her not meet. I'll be here for a while. I'm not leaving anytime soon. I promise that. I already told Mother about that.
Well, I think it's less about you being in the city and more about you being close.
I have people around me, and I can take care of myself. I had to learn how to take care of myself.
Yes, I know. Unfortunate. Choices were made that, had I had to say, I would hope would have come out a little differently, but I don't know all the ins and outs of your grandmother, but
She seems to listen to you a bit more than she listens to me, or at least it seems. So maybe,
she tries.
at the very least, I just ask that you put on that elven charm that made her swoon undiscriminate amount of years ago. That's all I
Yeah.
ask.
All right. Go on. It's very
I'll see
close
you next
to dinner time, and I can smell it from here, and I am very excited to have you on the other side of the table.
Make sure to be quick and see you there. It's good to see that you're walking around fine.
Well, I'm doing a little bit more than that. I have stories of my own to tell you.
Ooh, exciting. I can't wait for it. We'll swap stories. But for now, I'll be presentable.
Your grandmother's gonna hate the stories we tell at dinner.
My own vengeance. And she'll make her way out.
All right.
Lucky, you can't be Lucky. Lucky, you can't storm the house. Please don't storm the house.
All right. I will send you. Sorry, DK. I will send you what you get later. But in the meantime, no. Sorry, I skipped a scene. Back to Nina.
You're muted though, friend.
I was like, I was making jokes the whole time. I was like, me, my age, me at my age. Hello, yes, it's me. I am Nina.
I also love that even though you were muted in here or on stream, your words came up on the thing. I don't know if it caught exactly what was said. But every now and again I saw Brie, I was like, hello?
You were like, what?
BBBIBIO. What?
I'm dead. Don't know what it was trying to catch, but hey, we're here.
We're here. Yes. You find one of your information drop-off points and you see a small human looks like a teenager. But you noticed I'm trying to think of a name on the spot. Simon, who is, well, not actually a teenager, but definitely has the information you need.
Delicious. He, him, she, her, they, them. What's the vibes?
He, him.
Okay.
He, him.
So I'm gonna
Dark
walk up.
hair, looks scrawny, but
Okay.
you know.
I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Hey, Sai, how are you? You look great today."
Oh, Ina, welcome.
Yeah.
What's up? How's it going? Been a while.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do for you?
I mean, I was just in the neighborhood, and you know me, I figured I'd stop by because, of course, I need something. And you know what? I know that you are just the perfect one to provide it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know there's a price.
A price amongst friends, Simon?
Especially amongst friends.
Fine. What is it this time? Favor or cash?
Word on the street is you've made a couple of decently named connections in the last week or so.
Perhaps. What's it to you?
Maybe you sit me in front of one of your connections at an undisclosed location.
Is this for business or pleasure?
Yes.
I don't like that. I need an answer like that. I don't love that answer. Matter of fact, I hate that answer. Wait, before I roll. Which one?
I can't pronounce their fancy name.
Fucking Dizzy Morgan. Sorry.
Um,
Wait, no. I would shit. Which name would I use? What was the name that I met Dizzy under?
Lady Malatesta.
Okay, so I would be like
yeah.
Lady Malatesta or Morgane. Oh, hello. Okay, I
No, no, no. I'm thinking. Sorry. No, 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 no. I'm thinking. Sorry. I'm thinking. Me or you?
No, it's fine.
Yeah. Morgane, actually.
Yeah, I need to incite this person. I need to incite Simon because I just
Nina setting me up to get jumped.
I don't want to set you up to get jumped, but if Simon's trying to flirt, I will throw you to the wolves. I will.
She's gonna be at the bike racks at 3 p.m.
Aw,
Her bike is
dang.
red.
Got the chain ready.
I have
She got
a
a- she got a
dice
card.
in my hand, and I did in
Wow.
fact roll on D&D and Beyond, and it's still going. And I should have. I got a 20. So
Okay.
great. Someone remind me that I have these physical. You know what? Better yet, I'm just gonna close this so I don't click it.
Not Witch Genasi. With 20.
Okay.
What exactly are you trying to glean from?
I'm basically trying to see if he's trying to jump Dizzy's bones or like jump Dizzy. Like
Important distinction.
That's important.
Is
Like,
this
are
business
we
or is this
jumping-
business?
business, right? Like, are we shanking Dizzy in the street and stealing their money,
Or
or
shaking Dizzy in the sheets?
shaking Dizzy in the sheets?
I both hate it and love it here.
Essentially, what happened in Fallout New Vegas, where you could either like sleep with Benny and then kill him, or just like kill him.
This is true.
That also what happened in one of the Far Cries, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is there murder involved in this, or like harm, or is this spicy?
It's murderous intent. You think, because they're just antsy. They are, he is very just antsy, but has that nonchalant mask on of information for information, a trade for a trade. You know how it is.
So I'm gonna pat Simon on the head, and I'm just gonna be like, "Now, sigh." I do this often, and he definitely doesn't like it. He fucking hates it. I bet like, "Now, sigh."
Mm-hmm.
I'm not necessarily gonna decline your offer, but I just need to make sure that you're prepared for what that could possibly entail. Like, I enjoy having you alive.
Oh, it's got nothing to do with me.
Huh.
Nothing. Just information for information's sake.
Ryu,
I
have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How high up in the ranks is Simon?
Medium to low. In most cases, he's the street boy, the information, the trades. He gets information from the higher ups to be able to. In other words, he wouldn't have been able to make this trade unless someone told him these are the available things that you could trade for, if this, then that.
Awesome. So, I'm gonna be like, all right, fine, I'll set that up for you. And assuming your information is good and useful.
Sure. What do you need to know again?
I absolutely did not tell him. So I'm gonna be like, word on the street is that there was a pointer fellow at the Battle of the Bands asking a bunch of personal information about Keontae. And in addition to that, there's a lot of crazy shit going on inside. There were trappers there. Maybe there's rumors of the Sips being involved or someone framing the Sips. I look at him really hard and I need to know what's going on. If the pointers are involved, I'm not really interested in stopping what's going on, but I really need to know the information because there's a lot of players involved here.
There's a lot of players involved, and you are not one of them. Why do you need to know this information?
Because I'm a fan, fool. What if Keontae's okay?
I looked at him and be like, first of all, you know me, I'm nosy.
Yes.
I like Keontae, so if I can get like a private like song from her before y'all kill her or something, that would be cool.
Nobody's gonna kill her.
Well, she's gone, and I'm hearing about y'all and the Sips and the Trappers. I don't know what the fuck y'all want to do with Keontae. I don't know. Y'all could have kidnapped her for a birthday party. How am I supposed to know? That's why I'm asking.
That private concert in India.
Wow.
I'm dead.
I would like to think y'all wouldn't kill Keontae, but I don't know you very well, do I?
I am certainly not going to kill Keontae. There's nothing to do. Listen.
You have the information or not, Simon?
I might have a little information on that, but I can't tell you a lot about what a working situation, a situationship at best with these other factions. Listen, the only thing that I can really tell you, especially without actual concrete, connection.
Concrete what? Without concrete connections?
You are not a pointer. We keep telling you this.
Hold on, Bree needs to get it together.
I felt it. I felt it. I felt it. It was like, Brig.
Nina looks at you and then looks at Simon and gets really close to his fucking face.
Okay.
Goes, Simon, contrary to popular belief amongst you and whatever you other low-rank posse people think.
Wow.
I have a lot of pull with a lot of different groups. Okay? And a lot of important people.
Right.
So I would say that that's connection enough.
He closes the gap on you, and at this point you see the
like kiss or like forehead touch?
No, like forehead touch.
Okay, there we go.
Look, we have to double check. We have to double check.
This is important to know because
Jesus.
Is it like wrestlers getting in front of each other's faces, like almost?
No, because wrestlers are real close to kissing every time. I'm just like, no, kiss. Anyway, but no, this is like a forehead touch.
Okay, good to know.
But
this
closes that gap. I would anyway. Simon closes that gap. Forehead touches, and at this point, you see the demeanor of a shaky a teen fades fully. Is gone. It's just like the only reason we're even talking is because of those connections. that's it. So, if you have actual information to give, gleam, or anything actually doable, usable.
So, above game, is he saying other information other than me giving him information about Morgaine?
No, he's implying that specific information.
Oh, I thought I told him I was going to give it to him.
Yes, but you haven't yet.
Oh, does he want to know where she is right now?
Yes, because the thing that started this was payment up front.
Oh, do I know where? I don't think I know where Dizzy is. Oh, wait, no,
you
Dizzy.
Don't?
No. Dang.
You wouldn't know where they are right now. No.
So I could be like, I can't give you where they are right now, but I absolutely can give you where they'll be in a couple of hours.
Why not just get boinked? Hello?
Oh.
Because you're being a menace.
So you understand the demeanor drops and the payment needs to be upfront. And also, you aren't part of a group, but you are close to important folk in said groups because of grandmother.
And I just found fucking Simon because I roll like ass. Like, of course I found Simon. So basically, until he takes care of whatever's going on with Morgaine, he's not telling me shit.
Right.
Okay. So I go, how about this? You meet me at insert name of in here. Did Dizzy say she would be back in the morning or at night? Because she did tell us.
I think
they did tell us.
Yeah, y'all were supposed to meet again in the morning.
Okay. Does Dizzy use she, her, and they, them pronouns, or just she, her pronouns? I can't remember.
She, her, and they, them.
Okay.
Either side.
So in the morning, I said, you meet us at insert name event here. First thing in the morning. I'll make sure to get Morgaine alone. And you or your compatriots or whatever can have your little chit chat. How about that? And then you tell me what I need to know. Or so help me God, Simon, I will rain hell on your scrawny, teenage-looking ass. And then you'll really have some fucking higher-ups to worry about.
Can you roll a perception check for me?
You have real dice.
Like that.
You have real dice.
Wait, I have real dice.
Also that.
Ooh, that was.
You're welcome for the reminder.
That was gonna take 20 minutes. I swear. Okay, hold on.
Roasting your partner's internet.
For real.
Natural 20. Come on, Kiwi's dice. I am only using dice. Shh, don't tell her. I'm gonna take these home with me. Nobody say nothing. She's not watching the stream. Don't say nothing. She's in the bedroom. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Kaylee.
Don't tell her.
Me actually having the group chat open. It's like I won't.
So that's a 24 total, but that's a nat 20. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Get on nat 20.
Nat 20.
So, with your perception and your obvious unveiled threat, bridled rage in this moment, you can see the difference in facial tones, and you kind of focus up because you haven't really faced off on Simon often, but in this moment you see fairly sharp teeth begin to peek out from the smart.
I'm so sorry.
Every episode.
Someone mute me, honestly. I'll mute myself. It's cool.
It's amazing for me.
I'm so sorry.
We didn't get it out. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Look,
Could have been any word. Could have been any word at all.
could have been a nightmare.
I was literally about to say nightmare. This nightmare. Is this nightmare? Are they a vampire? Do we have vampires in this universe?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
And also yes.
Oh, dang.
The reason you don't know, or you know that this isn't a teenager, is because it's rumored, and you assumed a lot of the rumors were this is a glamour of some sort or something like that. But with your keen sight and high insight in this moment, you can see those are not a glamour. And he just kind of leans back, smirks. If your information tomorrow morning is good, then I can give you a taste of the information today and the rest of it after things are finished.
I make sure that he knows that I clocked the fangs and that in my face I do not give a shit. And I go, I was gonna say something mean, but I think it would be discriminatory against vampires, so I'm not gonna say it. So I'm gonna be like,
I've heard it all at this point in our lives, but you know.
I'm gonna be like, the taste better be worth my while.
So what exactly do you want to know? Where, who, or why?
Oh shit, I can only choose one right now. There's a D4 somewhere in here. There we go.
I know I personally would want to know either why or where more than the who right now. I'd rather just get Keontae back. I'll fight all the other guilds later. In the Denny's parking lot.
Freak. I'm gonna do why.
Why? The why is because it is a show of good faith for some future lucrative partnerships with the other factions. The why is Keontae was an easy target. The why is because Keontae does 3 jobs in one. Everyone knows her. Everybody wants her back. And, of course, the show of faith. She'll be sold back to the highest bidder. Essentially, ransomed to everyone that loves her and sold to whoever pays the highest or lied to. But no one's killing Keontae. No one.
The entire time I've looked like angry or annoyed. And I just smile and I'm just like, so happy to see that even the lower tier of the pointers can be useful for something. So lovely to see you, Sai.
Mm.
I'll see you tomorrow morning. Or will it be a compatriot of yours?
You'll know.
Cute. Bye. I'm gonna go.
You just hear the sigh.
Simon can't stand my ass. And it's okay. That's okay.
Simon is always like, "Do I just eat her or?"
and Nina's
Now,
like,
when you
"I'd
say
love to see you."
eat.
Now, here's my thing. Nina, I feel like Simon and Nina have this banter on where Nina's very much like, "I'd like to see you try. Let you know I'm very electrocuty. It'll be one shocking bite."
I hate that.
I think I've seen a not safe for work comic of that. Anyway.
Oh no.
Yeah. I think with that little tidbit, we are going to slide to break. How yeah. We're gonna slide to break. I don't know how we got here. Don't ask questions. Appreciate every single one of y'all hanging out with us. Please hang out for the break. But in the meantime, go stretch, get away from the screens, do what you got to do. Take your medicine. Medicine, if you haven't done so already. I can say words. It's so easy to do. We will be back here in about 10 minutes or so. Oh, bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. How's it going? We appreciate y'all stopping and taking a break, doing what you needed to do, touching tips and such, so we can get back into the show. Touch the tips, Ava.
No.
Okay. Um, so we can get back into the show. Let's move that camera back to the Yanamoy family house.
I thought you were talking to me for production stuff for a second. I was like, who's out of place?
No. Wow. The camera slides left. So you are. This is after you get back. Get back to your room and get freshened up and back into. Well, you tell me if you go back into the clothes that would probably still be in your closet from what little time you have spent here.
Sure, because I mean, the last time she was here was a couple months ago. She hasn't had a growth spurt or anything.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
And you are coming back downstairs to have dinner, and the dining room area is it's definitely larger than it needs to be, but the table is not one of those that's made to fit the room kind of situation. It is a smaller table, that way you can actually speak with each other, maybe a chair or two apart, not so much distance. But your grandmother is sitting at the head, grandfather off to her left, and mother a few chairs down on the right side.
Sitting next to mom.
Okay. As you sit next to your mom, she just kind of leans over and like shoulder bumps you. um, and kind of messes with whatever. Like, are you wearing what are you wearing right now? Is it your armor or is it just something
Casual, maybe like a very casual dress. That's fine.
just
Armor
kind
is
of
put away.
fixes it up on you a little bit more, a little better? And smiles. Can you roll a perception check for me?
Oh no. Okay. 30-20.
A 30-20, you catch the smile kind of shrinks when facing the grandmother as her hand hits her pocket again. But and your grandmother and grandfather are kind of talking amongst themselves, and grandfather is holding one hand from or sorry, your let me make sure I have the name right. Jaya is holding. Wait. Did you change the name?
No!
Shakti's hand. And she starts to say, it's surprisingly nice to have the family together again. So, let's start to dig in. And you are brought all kinds of fancy meals you haven't had in a long time. And I mean, these are 4-course. The dessert is wonderful and strawberry based. and you kind of hear some of the stories that your mom and your grandfather are true to their word. They begin to start talking about the stories of either their adventuring youth or things that brought them back home or reasons that they went on adventures in the first place, or one or two stories that your grandmother literally has to raise her voice to tell them to maybe we should stop talking about that. Um, True to their word. Is there anything that you do or say during this dinner?
She'll regale the tale of how she was able to prevent someone from being exiled, made them an ambassador, and how I pissed off that council doing so, but made them definitely feel guilty about their actions.
And Indira definitely smirks and smiles at that, knowing who's on that council. Uh, and the grandfather just big body laughs, claps at, well, that's our way of doing things. Whether it's you're a little nicer about it, which is good. And he kind of cuts an eye to your grandmother. So I sorry. Shakti leans forward. All right. Well, that was good. Wish there were other things that we could have discussed during dinner, but now on to the part you're not going to be happy about.
And ruin such a nice family get together.
Yes,
Very well.
I won't ruin it. I don't think it would. Because it means that you will be having more of that time with your family.
Mm. Mhm.
Listen,
I'm listening.
Jaya, Jaya seems to have spoken a little too soon about things that need you're an adult,
Mhm.
and the problems that we have for the family involve things that you didn't need to know about, but now involve you in a case of finishing some unlucky deals.
Mm.
I would love to tell you about your possible betrothed if you would like to know a little bit more.
I'd rather know what exactly happened to get to this point. I mean, as you said, there's plenty of time to get to know him with your insistence.
What got us to this point is other people taking on deals that had nothing to do with them, getting information that wasn't freely shared, and in the process, trying to hurt us and the family name itself. It could it could negatively affect our ability to live the way that we do and then live the way that we should continue to prosper. I know those are not things that you care about, but
I can understand you and Baba are accustomed to a lifestyle, so I'm not going to judge that. And I guess to an extent, Mother, but again, not going to judge it.
your mother pops in. Well, yeah, but I actually am. That's beside the point.
You lived the life here more than I have, so.
I mean, it's nice, definitely running water and stuff, but that's you know. Um, that being said, I can't tell you everything that I'm involved in, but I can tell you that because of the name you carry, your life is a little bit in danger. And because of this marriage proposal, possible betrothal, that will help ease it.
I already said I'm willing to at least speak with him, so that's fine. But again, I'm just going to reiterate, just as you said, there are some things I can't not know, which I do find odd because it involves me. I should know. That gives me the privilege to keep things to myself on other things. You hold your secrets, I hold mine, and you don't need to know all of it.
Oh, I don't want to know all of it. That has nothing to do with me.
And yet you wanted to know. I have reasons to keep other people out of things. I'm continuing to keep them out of this.
I was simply stating that if you're going to stay close to if you were going to stay close to a certain type of folk, then it would be nice to have them close to us. That way we can keep you closer. But if you don't want them involved, that's fine. But they will be involved sooner or later if you continue to be your wonderful adventuring self.
And they'll be involved in that time. But for now, no.
Some things are in motion. I just need you to stay for a little while.
And as I told Baba and Mother, I am planning on staying a little longer because there are things I need to take care of.
Well, if you won't stay here for my with my protection, then at least take this with you. And she gestures to one of the doorways, and what walks out of the doorway is this. Um, I forgot the name of it that fast.
A pony.
Not a pony. Here's the pony you always wanted.
I have a sparkly deer now. I don't need a pony.
Damn it! I don't know. My brain just went completely blank. Hold, please.
Holding.
No.
Automaton?
That one. That word. Yep. I couldn't think of the word. Yeah, exactly.
Robot butler or something?
Robot protector, actually. And it just kind of rolls out towards you, with two little like spindly rollers on the bottom of it, but it looks like a jacked dwarf.
God.
Looks like a jacked dwarf, but with wheels as legs.
Okay.
And it just rolls up a little bit away from you. And says, "Hello, I am your protector. I..."
Baymax. Hello, I am Baymax.
Does it have a receipt?
I would have a receipt. Fuck you.
Store credit, something.
I will be your companion bot. If you need anything, I am here.
Do you have a name?
What would you like to make my destination?
God, I should have known.
No.
Give me like 5 seconds.
As you look that up, no, there isn't a picture, Ash. As you look that up,
EC.
who?
EC. ISI.
ISI.
You can't spring this up on me. You have to come up with a name.
I love it. I'm here for it. EC will be my destination. I am a perfecter drone. One of the few.
It's lovely to meet you. Do you have recording capabilities? Do you report to my grandmother, Shakti?
I report to the family of Yunamoy.
Just to keep tabs on me? And she's gonna look at Grandma.
Less keeping tabs, more for an extra oomph.
So you'll be able to hear. I basically want to get confirmation. Will it listen in on my conversations, record my conversations? Will you know my conversations or any actions that I do?
Are you asking her?
Yes, and also EC. Because they said I report to the family, but I specifically want her confirmation what the fuck it does. And I'm prepared to make any type of roll for that. Vibe check, eye check, hearing check. I don't fucking care. Luck check, don't care. I want to know, is this invading my privacy like our country does?
You signed the terms and services agreement.
I know. Is this the FBI or the CIA? I want to know this.
You agree to the terms and services by usage. You ask her that. She says, "It'll only send back information that's pertinent to your safety. That's it. If something is wrong, if something goes awry, if it perceives a threat to you, it will report back."
How far
So the
does
answer
it
is
go?
yes.
How far does that go? I could just I could get a splinter from a tree. Will it report that? That's technically me in pain or being injured in some way.
I really hope that it doesn't go up against a tree.
There's something I really want to say, but I don't. to say it on stream. But I'm sure that Ryu knows what I'm implying with that comment. Will it report something like that if it just hears me going, oh, ow?
Gotta find out, I guess.
I want to know if my grandmother finds out if I fuck. That's it.
Well,
Sometimes I have encounters with succubi. That's it.
I mean,
That's why I asked, how far does that go?
questions. As far as it shouldn't go up against a tree. It should just perceive an actual threat, danger to you, and it will, it will activate, and we get a notification of the activation. That's all.
Does it participate in those fights or just report?
Oh, no, it activates. So it will neutralize whatever is causing an issue.
What's that definition for you?
Of
neutralizing. Because some people say neutralizing. Ash. I say neutralizing. I say unconscious. Unless Clothis believes they should not be a part of this world.
It is a bot from the Queen's Armory. So I assume it is a full neutralize.
By giving it a name, did I already sign my life over to this?
Yes, it was a usage agreement, actually.
Wow.
But it doesn't need anything. You don't have to take care of it. It doesn't, it's just here and capable.
It does not go into the bedroom with me. It will just stay outside. Oh, you wanted to sneak on, like spy on me as I sleep? You want that as well? Do you really want to know everything I do in the night?
Listen, that's when attacks happen, but do what you will. I just need to make sure that you are protected if you are not staying in this house, which is unfortunate.
So unfortunate you've done that before.
And yes, I know, and I apologize for it. Under the bridge.
20 years doesn't really go away with just an apology.
You are correct.
And not telling me things that would probably...
Not telling you things is for your future protection.
Okay.
But I assure you, I am trying to help push your happiness, whether you believe me or not.
Right. Trying to marry me off to mafia people. Really, really great. But at least this one is nicer.
They're not mafia people in the sense of if you want to be a part of that information side, then I would have to have you guarantee that you weren't leaving again.
Well, unfortunately, I'm a part of the plot, so I can't just do that. I'm a main character, baby.
Not the plot armor causing problems. But I understand, and this is another reason why I am trying to help ease that by having you marry an explorer, one of the wanderlust of all of the above, which isn't honestly the connection to the family is very
You
it's all
are
right.
very, very no.
I'm
Okay.
trying. I'm trying.
I just appreciate that there may be a use for him. Because if he is the information person, I have someone I know who's looking for some insight to a couple of things. So I can
Oh,
make use of that. I'm not telling you anything else besides that. That's her personal business. I'm
oh.
just saying I will just use you auction me off for that benefit.
So I hate to ruin this surprise.
If you tell me that he is here right now,
No.
I will find a way into turning it into a cloud and steal you back.
Poof. No. He is not here right now. However, you'll be meeting at the masquerade ball, not
Which is when again?
in a week.
Cool, 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 cool.
But it's within the week actually. But the surprise that I don't want to ruin is the fact that while you were taking care of the muck that is the world before dinner, I was looking into a little information.
Such as.
Just know that I like the sound of what your companions are capable
I'm leaving.
of.
Bye.
As you get up and to start to
I
storm
yeet
off.
myself out the window. I don't fucking care. Can I say within like the conversation, I'm meditating still for like 10 minutes to have like my mouth just outside the house and just yeet myself out the window and gallop away?
There's so much. There's so much. So much. Do you is that the plan?
You're making it very close to being a plan. She crossed the boundary, man.
What did she do? You know what's fine. Don't look at me like that.
I'm looking at you like that.
Yes. Do you if you get up and storm the sound that you hear is the um automatron behind you.
I'm just gonna pick it up and just get my
This-
bag and just
this boy is very heavy.
yeah, we're gonna find a way to get bag, get EC. It just
Samir has that freak. I gotta get the fuck away from my family
it's
now.
the adrenaline strength.
As you also the other sound that you hear is a chair move back as your mother kind of runs after you. Um, and says, "Did you want to? Did you did you want to take this? You don't have to carry. It has. It can walk. Kind
I
of.
didn't know how I was
It
gonna
can
get out the
roll.
window.
The wind.
I didn't know if she was gonna have the door barricaded. Who knows what she's capable of?
Well, did you want to take a drink with you, or um, did you want to leave it here?"
What do you want to do?
I want to escort you to where you are going.
I would be very, very happy if you escort me. If I don't have to jump out the window.
It's going to be less of an escort and more of a meetup later, as
That's fine.
kind of situation.
I'm still jumping out the window then.
It's one thing for her to be angry at you. It's another for me to actually have to live here with her angry at me too. So it's
I'm sorry.
no. Don't you dare apologize. It's something I signed up for when I came back home.
But it's all because of me.
No.
Made this.
No. Stop. No. And I want you to get all that you're feeling, that you're seeing, that point of view all the way out of your head.
Kind of hard to if that's what's been sitting there for 28 years.
And that's on them, not you at all. It's on them. I mean, I made the decision. I made the bed and laid in it. That's not on you at all. The actions made you, or the actions after which, and the things that you've done between then and now, and the woman you are standing in front of us, that's on you. And it is wonderful. I just need you to continue to do that.
I'll still make sure to visit. Like I said, I understand, but that crossed a boundary, and I don't want to stay tonight with that feeling.
Will you come back tomorrow? Or in a couple days?
I have to get ready for a masquerade ball.
That's the favorite part, isn't it? Well,
I like it
for some people.
She's so lucky I have to talk to the queen anyway. I like a good party too.
That's true. Look, where are you staying? Going to? I will try to meet up with you in the morning.
Okay. Tell Baba I'm sorry. It just yeets out.
Okay.
Tell her follow if she needs to.
Oh my god. All right. You nope out with your little robot buddy.
Yep. My bag, my stuff, and everything.
What's up, DK?
Can I message you because there was something I was going to do, and I would like
Oh,
my
yeah,
cousin
the
to not become
sending.
paste.
I just opened up the chat. Guys, I need you to stop. Okay, yes, you can message me.
Queen.
Oh my god, this is so I love y'all. Anyway, oh wild.
Man, I haven't made a single roll today. Except one perception.
You've made more than one perception?
I have not made a lot of rolls. It's mainly just been a perception.
Ava, my heart's been flipping in my chest, if that counts. Like somersaults, girl. You don't even know.
Listen, it is
Guys, I'm signed up for this because this is my jam. I can still be mad at Ryu for being fucking rude.
How dare Ryu?
How dare Ryu? Again, like I said, this dude has to work for this.
Jail, instant jail, prison.
This
It is a forced slow burn because of spite.
Got you. Okay.
Get him, DK. Whatever you're doing.
I don't want to say anything because I don't want you to say no.
Because I have a large track record of saying no. You're totally right. Okay. With yeah, you jump out of the window and your perilous escape.
I think I did say this was like 3 stories. So if I need a feather fall, that's fine.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to feather fall because
Yep,
you are holding a very heavy. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that, but you will have to do a feather fall. So
yep, that's fine.
Jesus.
There you go.
I'm just gonna, for plot reasons, this will come up later. Ryu will remember this.
I don't care. Stepped out of line, Grandma. I was tolerating it.
The camera. The camera zooms back over to Maple.
No way. I want to follow that. Go to DK. DK has something to do.
There's a message DK has to respond to, and now you're gonna just like blue ball us.
Honestly,
So cruel. But I also want to know about Maple.
Why do I cry
Maple?
every single stream from laughing so hard? I swear to God.
Because roll for luck, baby.
Damn it.
Maple.
Mm-hmm.
Late into the night. The party nowhere near as going as it was, but there's still people doing their less musicians, and definitely just drinking and kind of waltzing around. Some people make their way back to the inn, make their way further into the city, do what they need to do. The Battle of the Bands is officially over. And you and Lucky have had a hell of a time.
Mm-hmm.
Helping and supporting the musicians that didn't get to fully play everything, but making a few connections to those people, the concert goers, as well as some of the bands. So it's getting very late. What would you like to do?
We said that we were all meeting back at the tavern in the morning.
Yes.
Okay. Just checking in. What is my relationship with the horses at this point in the night? Are we on speaking terms yet? Or is this like...
Can I please have an animal handling?
I swear to God.
An animal handling, not horseplay, with advantage.
I don't know. That's.
I will need a name for the Underground Horse Network. I need.
I have a -1 to that, my dudes.
I want it to be.
10.
My vote is neighbors, but like nay.
Get out.
Get out. Stop.
Tomato.
No, I'm writing that down.
Thank you for supporting my shenanigans.
I love you.
Already know it's coming. I hate it
too.
here. Please give advantage because we're lucky. I did give advantage Did you take the advantage? Is that
Yeah,
with
still
it?
10. It was 10 or a 5, so it's a 10. I have a -1 to animal handling. So, like, the best I can do is a 10. What does that get me?
Is your persuasion? You know what? No, never mind.
Just roll for the horses. All right.
I rolled for the whole horse network.
The neighborhood.
I hate it.
Thank
Felt
you,
like a
Bree.
dagger in my side.
They like say they say like neighbor Craig to like refer to somebody. So they'll say neighbor, but then the name of the other horse to let you know that they're in the
Oh.
network. So they're like, oh yeah, like instead of like brother or sister Craig, it's like neighbor Craig. Neighbor Craig.
They have name tags. They have a suggestion box at the stables.
Absolutely. They
Who's filling out the suggestions?
the
Maple.
horses. They have a language system where they put like pieces of hay in a very specific way to indicate language.
Listen, Ava's about 2 seconds from getting up again. So we've gotta
Sorry, I'm
rein
so
it
sorry.
in, if it were. Anyways, I can't breathe.
My head hurts. Oh my god. Okay.
Mhm.
I both love it and hate it here. Yes. Can you yeah. Okay, so you want to, with your 10, because I did roll for the horse network as a whole, right? Because they have been talking about how they have side-eyed you for a little bit of the time. Can you
Right.
tell me how long can you tell me how long is it a spell that you're like animal like that you can speak with animals, or is it just a thing that you can do?
Oh, where the heck is it? Of course, now I'm not gonna be able to find it. While I'm looking for it, I would just like to say that my end goal for this evening, is just I would like to go on like a midnight ride. Like I would like to sightsee with Lucky
Okay.
at some point. I'm not trying to like befriend the horse. I'm just trying to like maybe get them to like show me places that they like. You know, get
That
like
the horses like.
the local tour, not the tourist tour. You know what I mean?
The local horse tour.
Yeah.
The favorite spots of the
Yes.
horse.
Sounds like a great place to sit down and whittle, Ryu.
Sure.
What else do you want from me? Okay. So that my speak with animals spell, it's at will, and it's a 10-minute casting time. It's just like the speak with animals spell. It's
Thing. Okay. But
yeah,
it's at
it's
will,
not like a
which
feat
is great.
or anything.
Perfect. Okay.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Perfect. So on a midnight stroll, are you and Lucky sharing a horse?
I wanted to make a save a horse ride a maple joke here, but I don't think it's gonna work. We can take one horse, but Maple's kind of beefy. So are we talking like a big horse?
Did you pick a big horse?
I would like to pick a big horse.
Okay, if you pick a big horse, then yes, beefy horse with you and Lucky on it. Yes. Okay.
Amazing.
So midnight ride, beefy horse, beefy Maple, and wonderful Lucky. The horse takes you on different little areas that they know where they will get treats from the owners of the lands and the areas, or the place where the stables are like top tier. Like you get, whenever you leave your horse here, they get a wash, a dry, and like all kinds of things as well. Little
Horse
snackies.
car wash.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
Just take you to all these places.
I didn't mean for that to break you. Please continue. Continue telling me about the horse's favorite things, Ryu.
I hate it here.
Plot twist, we're gonna do a one-shot, and I'm gonna DM it, and we're all the horses that Maple's been fucking around with, right?
I've already made my horse OC. Not me.
Horsona?
My horsey, my horsona.
Is that
if you
the
will.
new? Is that the next seasonal episode that we have? It's the one shot.
We
with
could
the
use the
horse.
My Little Pony core rules. Who knows?
Please run that, please, for our seasonal.
I fully endorse this. I give it a yes. Thank you.
That's when Mona comes back for that one shot.
I'm screaming inside.
Welcome to the neighborhood. That's the title. We have a title. We have it's everything. It's great.
Guys, we made a show within a show. I love this. We already have a spinoff. This is episode 7. We have a spinoff. I fucking love it here. Anyway.
Plot twist, we're all going to be in it again.
Listen, if it gives me a heads up and reminds me of this, I will do this for April Fools. I don't even do this stuff, but I would do it for April Fools. I would.
Yeah.
6 for premium watch. Get out.
For like premium, yeah, for sure.
Oh my god. So, on this ride, you do notice you see a handful of inns that are connected to these stables that are top tier for horses, and you kind of the horse. Whenever this horse stops, there's someone who does come out and just like, oh, it's
What's the horse?
What is this horse's name?
You know that Ryu's gonna force you to name it.
Okay. You know what this horse's name is? Apple Bottom Jeans.
Apple Bottom Jeans.
This is like
yeah,
Apple Bottom Jeans.
I'm there. I'm fully there with you. They are with them because they go to premium horse tables.
God, I hate this guy.
If anyone questioned that I am the comic relief and Ava is the actual talent here, this confirms it.
I can't.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yes, Apple Bottom Jeans. Every time that Apple Bottom Jeans leaves or stops at a certain location, there is someone. Hey, is that Apple Bottom? Hey, hold on, I have something for you.
Is that AJ? Oh my god, it's AJ!
Is it APJ? ABJ? Wait. So you
Ooh.
you get
It's
handed
AJ. That's exactly why it's AJ. And
ABJ. ABJ sounds fine to me. As you
Please, ABJ is my father. I'm AJ. There's the joke for you from me. There we go.
Fuck. All right. Ryu, you can have control of your game again. I'm so sorry.
Absolutely not. We already have listen, someone needs to listen. I love it here. What are you doing in Midnight Stroll as people are stopping ABJ from time to time to give him snackies?
Introducing myself. I want to be associated with this horse that everybody clearly loves so much.
Okay.
What do you mean? You're telling me a bitch named Maple is riding a horse named Apple Bottom Jeans and people aren't going to remember that until the day they die? I'm going to be a local celebrity by the end of this evening.
Because Apple Bottom Jeans don't let anybody ride them.
This is my master plan.
God damn it. Yes.
And lucky.
About right.
Thank you, Ash. Absolutely.
And lucky.
Actually,
Ryu.exe has stopped working.
you know what is working?
No.
The boots with the fur that are riding apple bottom jeans, because Ash is playing a tabaxi as Lucky. So,
That's all the time we have.
Because that's like 3 puns in one. Like that is like 3 references / puns in one.
That's all the time we have.
That was
I was about to say my captions died, so just like, is there any point of just getting captions again?
That's,
oh my god!
You know what? That's all the time we have.
Okay, well,
I will say, I will send you, and don't let me forget between now and next week.
Oh, I won't.
Tidbits of information you have gotten from the neighborhood. As oh my god, the water trough gossip. I will send you the tidbits. Okay. Anyway, I will time jump to in the morning. You have all gotten a little of your information or tidbits of everything that you needed to do throughout the night. You have gone back to the inn, and I will share what Dizzy has learned with Dizzy between now and next week. With DK between now and next week. It is morning, and everyone has made it back. And you get back to the room, and you have a visitor.
A visitor it's not the same Arakakra that was there before, right?
It can't be my visitor. Because I told them a very specific time.
My mama.
It's your mom. Everybody's like, excuse.
Can't you see the family resemblance?
It's Indira. In the adventurous adventurous clothing and awaiting outside. And as she kind of comes towards you to say, "Oh, okay, I found you. I'm glad. Can we have a little talky talk? Or are we good to?"
Easy, my darling friend.
Yes.
Samir will grow to love EC in time. It's just under the circumstances that she's angry. I would like for you to return to my room, please. My mother is with me. She'll keep me from harm and be able to report back. Please. If you need me to roll like a persuasion, please. For the love of everything good. I don't want them with me.
Unfortunately, I am only able to stay within a certain vicinity of the Inamoy family. Now there are 2 of you.
Sorry.
Could you be maybe inside the inn? Maybe how far away can you be? How far away can you be? Also, real quick, what languages do you know?
I am equipped with language translator. I know all languages to be able to hear and discern of any information and threat level.
Even dialects.
Does not understand question.
So you know how there's common, but then there's AAVE common. Dialects.
A different language, some would say. Do you want this wonderful, wonderful love bot to not love bot?
I was about to say, you already said companion. Now you're saying robot.
That's a different stream.
Grandma?
You're digging
Do you
yourself a
want
hole.
this bot to understand dialects? If I need you to roll a luck check.
Fine. Jesus Christ. D20, and then where's the fuck is my D10? This is 12. This is a 12. It's so hard to read these sometimes. Okay.
Poor thing.
Shut up. I'm blind. I'm nearsighted with astigmatism. Whoa. 35. No, I don't want him to know dialects.
Okay, obviously. I understand some dialect of the area of Kiss specifically.
Okay. So if I say she goes into primordial, specifically like air storm-ish primordial. Storm primordial. Can you understand that?
If given enough time, I am able to discern certain phrases.
That's fine enough. Anyway, I would like for you to be as far away as possible for your
60,
prerogative.
I can be as far as 60 feet in any given direction from you.
That is perfect.
Would you like me to leave now?
Yes, please.
Where should I go?
Actually, I'm going to check with the inn to see if there's a spare room. There's another spare room for
Just
the next
any old. Yes,
next couple of hours.
Okay, no problem. Yes, there is.
I will buy that room. How much is it?
A few silver.
Okay.
3 silver.
I'll give a gold. That's fine.
Okay.
I would like for you to stay in this room with my friend, and I'm sure by the time she got back, maybe Phineas was awake, or maybe this morning he's awake. She'll let him know about EC. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna be left here. I'm trying to get some privacy real quick, so it's just gonna be. He'll not bother you. So I would like for you to stay here while I speak somewhere else. Thank you.
No
I don't want him dead. I don't want not like that.
I will be here when you need me. No problem.
Keychain size?
Man, that'd be so lovely.
You didn't get that model.
I'm like, can you like enlarge and like enlarge reduce? Can you do that?
You could. Not this little one. No.
Stay in this room. I'll be in this other room.
You went to the other room.
Yes. She'll say the phrase. After she knows that it's okay, she'll say the phrase.
Everyone else hears a storm. Thundering.
Hashi, we're indoors. You need to stop.
Outdoors, everyone hears the rolling thunder coming in well, it's not as large. It's not as angry of a storm, lightning crashing everywhere. But the thunder is heard. The wind picks up outside. Inside, you are, in a blink of an eye, 1 second you are opening and saying the phrase, noticing the wind pressure changing inside alone. And the next second, you are caught in a hug with your father and your mother. And that's where we're going to end it.
You gotta stop making these type of appearances.
Never.
People are more dramatic. Why are you so dramatic?
Because I'm a barbarian.
I'm forgetting. I am a daughter of two bards. I hate this. I hate this so much.
That's all the time we've have. Thank you for hanging about. This wonderful, god damn it, this cast, these people, this table, these wonderful beings. I love it. Let's go around the table and tell everybody who you are, where they can find you between here and next week, and yeah, I think that's all the words I was supposed to say. Ava.
Shit. I was typing, sorry. My darlings and dears, it's another Ava here. You can find me anywhere at Madame Ava Couture. I'm mainly on Twitter right now. Right now, I'm mainly going to be here. On Sundays, you can find me on Exquisite Corpse, where I play the daughter of a stressed out King Arthur. Because I like playing stressed out royalty for some reason. You'll start seeing me on another thing soon on Girls on These Worlds. But in the meantime, I want you to bully my storyteller for family business, gain or not. Because we want season 3. They promised us 4 seasons. But I need you to bully them to pitch it. So just do that for me, please. I want to see how far my stressed out daughter of Aphrodite can be more stressed out. I like being stressed out, apparently.
Gosh, that's distressing. Bree.
Hello, I have been Bree. Hopefully I will continue to be Bree. Maybe I won't. Who knows? I don't. Anyways, I have also been Nina. And I will sometimes be Nina, but not always. So you can catch me in the Linktree links. I have social medias in places. I don't remember what they are, but they're there. You can also catch me on Tuesdays at 7:30 EST. No, that's a lie. 7:30 CST. At Hillard University, where I play Yotul, half orc life cleric. Beautiful soul, much nicer than Nina. So if you just want a change of pace, you want a wholesome non-binary half orc, you should pop over there and hang out with some wonderful Black people. And yes, that's it. That's me.
Wonderful. DK.
Hi, hello. I am DK, or at Abadarlings on Twitter, and I have been Sir Disney Morgan, who is full of secrets. When I'm not here, I'm over on Exquisite Corpse Presents, writing the secrets most of the time. So you can come watch Lana Sauce Dune Rain on Sundays, or you can come and see me and Mo and a bunch of other people on Saturday night in a very, very big cyberpunk post-apocalyptic fight. Otherwise, I will be here twice a day on Wednesdays very shortly. So look out for that. That's me.
Gotta hydrate on those days for sure. Mo.
Hi, it's me, Mo. You can find me here being me. Every Wednesday.
Mo, that's not you.
ROLL4LUCK.
No, that's not you.
Not. I know. It's Mo Cats. I
did
don't
it.
feel like changing it. You can find me here. I haven't posted on Twitter in a minute. It's fine. That's all that's on my link tree. I just want to say thank you to Ryu for putting up with my shenanigans this evening. And if you're interested in continuing to watch the shenanigans, we're here every week. So, also, I will plug the fact that it's Pride Month, so put in a gay creator app or something if you want to for the
Yeah.
channel. You know.
Wonderful. And I am Ryu. I am trying desperately to drive this train called Chaos Roll for Luck. I so most of the time I don't know where we're going, but we're getting there. And I appreciate every single one of y'all that have come out and hung out with us and shared. And don't forget to tell your rich peoples to send us the little monies, the doll hairs. We need them. We need them. We need them. We'll touch tips if you send us money. Anyway, between now and next week, you'll definitely want to come back to Girls Win These Roles because we've got all kinds of shit, shenanigans. I can say shit. It's fine. Friday we will have As We Ran Through the Rotten Wonderlands, and Gently on the Wind, another Valor game, which is going to be awesome. I think that one is sponsored by Valorous Games, with storyteller Jonathan. That was going to be a cute, wonderful game. And Saturday, School of the Stars with Nox, per use, and of course Sunday, Contour and Charisma, which will be another great game by Michaela. We will see y'all on the flip side. Thank you so much. Be queer, do crimes, keep fighting, and have a horse of a time. Okay, bye.